Week 7, 2026, top 3 lessons. One lesson about where not to put inexperienced people. Lesson about how to give feedback to inexperienced people, inexperienced person in that field. And then at last, about economics on what scale you should reach. So the first one is about where not to put the inexperienced people is that one time a very bad salesperson called me. Like they were just trying to push their agenda and they didn't care about me at all. And I got annoyed. It's like I said to the person like, okay, bye. And I rarely and when someone calls me, the calls like that. So after that experience, I feel that, oh, I will definitely avoid buying anything from that company. And so the thing is, I don't even know if that was from that company, that person, but it was very annoying. So therefore, if you put someone like your salespeople into a position where they can ruin your reputation, that is a really bad thing. If you put inexperienced people in any kind of position where they can create ruin or make the reputation to go bad, that's bad. So lesson is avoid putting inexperienced people into high risk positions where there is potential for ruin, financial loss, or reputational damage. And the steps are first, avoid putting inexperienced people in the positions like these. And then, secondly, have audits and do random audits on how things are going on, like regardless of people's experience. So you do some monitoring on what's going on, and if um, something is detected that should not happen, those operations are shut down until that thing is fixed. Then, yeah, then a lesson about giving feedback. So give suggestions if someone never did it before. I noticed that if someone never did it before, if I've done it many times, I know exactly how to do it. I could say like suggestions, like on high level steps, like what I would do if I were them. And in our team, we found is that it's actually quite effective. So when I am doing something first time, anyone is doing something first time, if you get suggestions like what you could do, then they have like oh, like could do something like this. Then they have a much more clearer starting point, and they don't have to start from zero. And so the lesson is when you give feedback to someone on something or an action items who never did it before, you can give suggestion like just 1 or 2 sentences how you would do it, and then make sure that they don't have to copy it. This is an idea how you would do it. And the steps are that when you give suggestions, ask, is this person doing this first time? Okay, secondly, have I done it before? If I have done it before, say suggestions. What are the high level steps that I would do it? Like said, I would do it like this. And that will help them to get started. And then last lesson is about scale. So in most industries you cannot be second because there's nothing left for you. So you have to be number one. And simply the logic is that if you get big, you will attract more people, and the cost of producing more becomes cheaper. And so therefore nobody can compete with that. And so the lesson is, if you're in an industry where winner takes all, and you are not number one, and you have no chance of getting to number one, then stop and find a way to find an industry where you can become a number one. Because if you're not number one, there's not much left to you. Steps are understand that in most industries, possibly in your industry as well, winner takes all. And then secondly, I had some thoughts. Yeah, um, find a way to become a number one. And if you realize that you cannot become number one, then stop playing and find an industry where you can become a number one.